I welcome you to the fourth session of grammar. In this session, we will take a look at certain rules that govern the subject and verb agreement, especially when the subjects are compound subjects. Compound subjects are generally joined by the word and or by the word or. Let us see rule number one. Two or more singular subjects joined by and usually take a verb in plural. To understand this rule, let us look at some examples. Raman and Hari work or works hard. What is appropriate, work or works in this sentence? To understand this, let us look at our noun. This noun is a compound noun because it comprises of two singular nouns, Raman and Hari. And because Raman and Hari are joined by this word and, therefore, these two together will become a compound noun which will take a plural verb. So out of work and works, which verb is used for plural nouns? Obviously the word work is used for plural nouns. Therefore Raman and Hari work hard is the most appropriate sentence. Works here is incorrect. Let us take a look at another example. Iron and coal are oblique is found in India. So here we again have a compound noun, iron and coal. So these are two singular nouns joined by the word and they will take a plural verb are. Is incorrect here. So iron and coal are found in India. Next, the captain and best batsman is oblique are sitting here. Now here comes the exception. Now whenever the word and separates two references to the same person, for example the captain and best batsman, if that happens to be the same person in the team, then captain and best batsman is not plural, it is a singular, and therefore it will take a singular verb, that is. So captain and best batsman is sitting there because captain and best batsman refers to the same person. In the same way, my friend and benefactor has come because my friend and benefactor are the same person, and therefore it has to take a singular verb, that is has. Bread and butter is his only food because bread and butter is consumed as one, therefore it is taken as singular. But other than these exceptions, whenever two or more singular subjects are joined by and, they usually take a verb in plural. Exception, but if two nouns suggest only one idea or refer to the same person or thing, the verb must be singular, as I have already told you. The next rule concerns what we consider or what we call as words which are known as additives, which add on to the original subject without affecting the number of that subject. For example, the word with, the word along with, or together with, or as well as. So the rule is words joined to a singular subject by with or along with, together with, as well as, they do not affect the number of the subject. The verb therefore is in the singular. For example, the captain with all his men was oblique were drowned. Here the actual subject is captain, which is singular, and the words that accompany with all his men, this might be plural. So with all his men, although plural, does not affect the number of the word captain. Essentially, these words could be eliminated, and therefore now the sentence can be read as the captain was drowned. Next, Ashok as well as Anil likes oblique like tea. So it is as well as Anil, as well as we see is an additive word. So just ignore as well as Anil. And now read the sentence. It will read as Ashok likes tea and not Ashok like tea. And therefore, in the original sentence also, Ashok as well as Anil likes tea. The words that follow as well as do not affect the number of the word Ashok. I, along with my sister, am going to the market, because the words that follow along with are merely additives. they do not do anything to the word I, or they do not change the number of the word I, which is singular. So I am going to the market if I just ignore these words. Next is the rule which governs subjects that are joined by the word or. So when subjects joined by or nor are of different persons, the verb agrees with the subject nearest to it. Either he or I am to blame. So in this case, the subject nearest to the verb am is I. So it will agree with I. So either he or I am to blame. Either you or he has told a lie. Again, the verb has agrees with the subject that is nearest to the word has. Either the professors or his students have done it. In this case, there are two nouns or two subjects, professors and students. But because the verb have has students, which is plural, near to it, therefore it will be have. So this verb has to agree with students. Because the rule, whenever the subjects are joined by or nor, the verb agrees with the subject nearest to it. In this case, the subject nearest to have is students. Next, either the team members or their captain is responsible. In this case, although team members is plural, but is must agree with the subject that is nearest to it, and that is their captain, which is singular. Next rule, often there is a plural noun that comes between a singular subject and its verb. In such a case, the verb is often wrongly made to agree with the nearest plural noun. For example, each of these houses is to let. The subject here is each, which is singular. And one of these houses, although it comes between the subject and the verb, is not the subject in this sentence. So each one of these houses is to let. A combination of colors, so the subject here is a combination of colors, is merely a prepositional phrase. Remember, as a rule, remember that in case of subject and verb agreement, anything that follows of, which is in fact a prepositional phrase, will never be a subject. So a combination charms the eye, not charm the eye. So the subject here is combination and not combination of colors. Next is rule 5. Indefinite pronouns are generally considered singular. Now, what are indefinite pronouns? Pronouns like anyone, someone, anything, these are all indefinite pronouns. So all pronouns that end in one, body, or thing, such as anyone, anybody, someone, somebody, these will usually take a singular verb. Now there are exceptions to this rule, and these are 5 indefinite pronouns which might take a singular or a plural verb depending on the context of the sentence. So these 5 pronouns are some, any, none, all, more, or most, represented by the acronym SANAM pronouns. For example, some money was stolen. Here, although I have used the indefinite pronoun some, but money itself is singular, therefore, some money takes the verb was. But some papers is a plural, and therefore, some papers takes a plural verb were. So, some papers were written by the doctoral scholar. So, with this, we come to an end of this particular session on grammar. The next session, we will take a look at how to approach questions based on subject and verb agreement. In case you have any feedback or any queries regarding this session, please feel free to write to us at studentservices@pfindia.com. Thank you.